Hi, I'm Transapient, and welcome to the 7th and final part of my Jurassic Week countdown to the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which is tomorrow! At least for me it is. I'll be catching a later evening show at my local cinema. But anyway, I figured what better way to cap off a week of highlighting some obscure dinosaur cinema by ending with one that is not only very old, but also partially lost. I refer to 1918's The Ghost of Slumber Mountain. This was a relatively short film directed by Willis O'Brien, the effects guy who went on to work on not only the original The Lost World, 1925, but also 1933's King Kong. But originally it was only about 40 minutes, but today only about half of that footage remains. It's, I think, around 19 minutes long now. You can see the whole thing on YouTube, I believe. I've seen it a couple times myself, and I'll leave a link in the description below at the end of this video. But anyway, what does survive is basically about a guy reminiscing to his kids, telling them a story about how when he was a young lad, he kind of had a run-in with a kind of a crazy character by the name of Mad Dick, which, yeah, it sounds like the kind of guy you don't want to mess around with. But anyway, this old Dicky guy, he's got some weird old machines and telescope-like stuff in his old cabin out in the woods. And when he goes and to look into the telescope, he sees that it actually looks back in time, and he sees a bunch of prehistoric creatures, including I think all the creatures it includes are a Brontosaurus, a Triceratops, a Gastornis, or some sort of large prehistoric bird, which is again a kind of dinosaur. So, hell, I guess technically, without them knowing it back then, all of the creatures were dinosaurs in here. So, and of course, Tyrannosaurus Rex. I believe this film might be credited with both the first film featuring live-action humans as well as stop-motion dinosaurs, as well as what might be the earliest on-screen portrayal of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And right from the beginning, of course, there is a T-Rex and Triceratops battle, I believe, if I recall correctly. But anyway, at the end, what happens is the T-Rex turns the tables on him and comes back through the time vortex, or however the hell the telescope thing works, and starts chasing him. And, well, you can guess where it goes from there. Anyway, I bet you can't guess. You'll have to watch the the full video down below. But anyway, this is a really interesting one. First of all, not just because of its relative significance and all its firsts, you know, in dinosaur cinema and stuff, but also because it feels like whenever I watch it or think about it, it just feels like it has such a different tone, or maybe that's not the right word. It's such an odd genre, I feel, for a dinosaur movie, or a dinosaur story, or at least not one that I've seen today, or around today a lot. It's it has there's actually quite a few elements that have kind of a gothic mystery / horror vibe to it, which actually I can't help but draw some comparisons to H.P. Lovecraft's The Whisperer in Darkness. At least that's one of the stories by Lovecraft that kind of reminds me of the whole really lonesome setting out in the or isolated setting out in the wilderness or the woods, and there's with a really secluded character, has a variety of odd machines and stuff like that, and they do weird stuff, and a guy who goes and is lured in by it by curiosity, comes to find that it actually opens up a vista to the world that he had didn't know of before. So all in all, I mean, even though it's short, it's definitely a very interesting watch, a very interesting concept, because it has a feel that I don't think I've felt from from many other, or if any other, dinosaur movies that I can think of, just because of its very odd genre. Because most dinosaur movies, when you think about them, are all about, they're either, straight up, action or adventure, or maybe sometimes dabble into horror a little bit, similar to how the original Jurassic Park, as well as allegedly the upcoming Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom shall do. So yeah, that's why this one, the Ghost of Slumber Mountain, definitely deserves looking into if you're consider yourself a connoisseur in these sorts of films and stuff. Very cool stuff. So anyway, that's all for now. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of to the full short film, or at least what's left of it. It's unknown as to what the whole thing would have been like. And also the next video, a couple videos I'm going to be releasing is going to be about me going to the premiere of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, as well as my initial thoughts and reactions to it immediately afterward. So yeah, that'll be like the big conclusion to this little entourage right here. So anyway, I've had fun. Thank you guys all for watching, and as always, this is all just this one Transapient's opinion, and have a nice day.